The boy slipped and stumbled, plunging into a valley strewn with gold, instantly overcome with ecstasy. He wasted no time, scrambling to gather the glittering treasures. By now, Pete had descended into utter madness, determined to pack up every last piece of gold. Suddenly, a blinding light caught his eye. Pete approached, curiosity piqued, only to freeze in horror at the gruesome sight. Yet greed swiftly overpowered his fear. Pete shoved the corpse aside, ripping the golden bracelet from the skeletal wrist and slipping it onto his own hand. He then plunged back into the sea of gold. But just as Pete thought his fortune had arrived, he failed to notice the thick, green smoke rising from the gold behind him. Unbeknownst to him, a colossal danger was descending. When his cousin Jack came searching, the boy had vanished without a trace. Only a scorched shoe remained. Jack instantly sensed something was terribly wrong, but by the time he reacted, it was already too late. A golden dragon suddenly materialized behind the man. Before Jack could even process what was happening, the dragon seized him in its claws. Strangely, however, the dragon did not harm Jack. Instead, it carried him soaring through the skies. After flying over a mountain range, Jack was suddenly struck by awe. The dragon had spewed letters onto the ground. "I am Pete." It turned out Pete had succumbed to the treasure's temptation, cursed into a golden dragon. Just then, his sister approached and helped Pete remove the golden bracelet. But to lift the curse, they must destroy the mist demon on Devil's Island. First, however, they needed to find 7 swords. So the next day, the group swiftly set sail. Soon they approached a terrifying mass of fog, where dark clouds gathered and lightning flashed. Monstrous beasts were sure to lurk. The eerie scene instantly put everyone on edge. Sure enough, the ship was soon enveloped in smoke. An even stranger sight followed. The man saw his deceased wife, just as everyone was bewildered. The sea rocks seemed to come alive, twisting their massive bodies. Then a colossal sea serpent revealed its monstrous head. Seeing the crew in peril, the dragon suddenly attacked the serpent. But due to the disparity in size and strength, Pete was swiftly slammed against the reef. To protect his loved ones aboard, he hastily breathed a torrent of fire to evade the serpent's assault. Pete soared into the sky, until, passing over a stretch of sandy shore, the dragon finally lost control and plummeted downward. When the dragon awoke once more, it witnessed a terrifying sight, a lion approaching. But strangely, it did not attack Peter, instead tending to his wounds. Ultimately, with the lion's aid, Peter transformed back into human form. Jack, however, was not so fortunate. The sea serpent not only survived, but launched an assault on the ship,